Blankenship out to kick off. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Keenan. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. They run for the first time with Javonte Williams. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mayfield escaping the pressure right. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Mayfield. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They give it to Williams, running right. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
2nd and 8. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he's got this down to the 35. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Tanner Muse there defensively. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They go play action. Mayfield. He's got his tight end Fant. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. They go back to the ground with Williams. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
A give to Williams, running right. We're scoreless after 1. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they go to work on a 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Javonte Williams taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Charger drive about to get going.
And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a toss, running left, Eckler. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
2nd and 11 now.
Back to throw. Keenan. Ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Broncos are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Mayfield. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st down, Williams. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll take this one down to the 36. They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Mayfield now. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. This will wind up a loss on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions. Not
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Following the interception, Mayfield. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring it down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
That's into the hands of Eckler.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Keenan. Flush to his right. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked up by Caden Stearns. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. And think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
66 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield.
Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Derwin James with a pick.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
Second and 6.
To throw, Mayfield. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. And that's incomplete.
But listen, when you've got the lead, There's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area, and he just put it well over his head out of harm's way.
And they'll lead to 39 here for a first. This is third down. Mayfield to throw it. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Charger drive about to get going.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense him saying, okay, the first half was...
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, LA! Austin Eckler, 78 yards. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Mayfield looks to throw. They're going for Hamler, but this is intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Second and 10, third quarter of the season opener.
Throwing, Mayfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This will be fielded at the 17. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time John? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Eckler going to get it again on second down.
Oh, he's got a little daylight.
111 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Draymond Jones in there to bury him for a loss of 11. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. throwing on 3rd and long. Keenan.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fielded just inside the 20. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
13 yards, the tally on the return there.
And out will come the offense as they take over. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
Mayfield on 1st down.
This is Hamler on the receiving end.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding 2nd half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire 2nd half.
And he'll give it here to his running back.
Andrew Van Ginkel there on the stop. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Mayfield off the play fake.
This pass caught by Hamler.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. It's a big play there for the Broncos. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver.
Javonte Williams.
Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. The Charger drive about to get going.
And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Going on the ground with Eckler. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Keenan. He's got Eckler, and he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely, this defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 137 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. It's Eckler again. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. On the give, this is Eckler. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll try the right side with Eckler. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Third down, trying to get a little bit closer. From here, the field goal would be 55 yards. Back to throw. Keenan. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
The Charger drive about to get going. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
156 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory.
Now a first throw here in overtime. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A handoff. It's Eckler. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Keenan.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler, and he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. First down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more. This time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They're going to go toss right side with Eckler. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped
yet turn it into something big on a later carry. I'd stay with him.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Going right side here, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
They'll run here with Eckler. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys, poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime, as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime, as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. Rosa's kick is good. So they do get the short field goal here to get them the all-important overtime lead. But, Charles, you wonder if they'll wind up ruining the fact that they were able to get down into the red zone, yet not able to find the touchdown that would have won them the game.
Brandon, you're absolutely right. In overtime, when you get the ball first, the hope is your opponents never see the football. But now they're going to get a drive to try and win it, or at least keep the game alive with a field goal. And I'm getting a dictionary out to look up ruin.
It's a squibber picked up around the 27.
And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So, for the Chargers, they needed overtime to do it, but they get the Week 1 victory thanks to the field goal. So that's a wrap.